The fermented chilli, you know, it's got a bit of saltiness through it and then a bit of heat at the end. I love that. Personally, I'm going to take that. It's something I want to have at home. I love this. Absolutely love it.
Thank you so much.
That means quite a bit to you, doesn't it, Madeline?
Tears in my eyes. It's been amazing to hear all this because I've been waiting for this day.
Claire, what's your menu?
Today I am cooking pan-roasted Dover sole on the bone with pork, peanut, caraway, butternut and truffle.
I love the sound of your menu. My only issue is it's trying to mix peanut with truffle, and Dover sole, and 101 other things that I see on your bench.
I just think they all work together, and I think they're a little bit different as well. I mean, I haven't seen them on any of the restaurants.
There might be a reason for that.
There might be a reason for that, yes, but you know, I really enjoy the dish, so as long as I can get all those flavours on, hopefully you will too. With this menu, I'm trying to show that I have got something a bit different and a little creative head, and hopefully it just all works together.
Claire is cooking a sole garnished with truffle, caraway seed, pumpkin, peanut butter, pumpkin seeds.
There's a few elements that could go wrong with the dish. I've got prepped the Dover sole, so I need to make sure I take the middle bone out, then when I actually cook it, it will sort of buckle.
I love the fact she's cooking sole on the bone. For me, it's the best way to cook any fish. But it requires skill of a craftsman. Unlike cooking fish as a fillet, you have to be able to judge it correctly.
Claire's main course is roasted Dover sole on the bone, with pork puffs, butternut squash and butternut puree, peanut sauce, jabugo ham, caviar and truffle.
Wow! What an amazing collection of ingredients. It looks beautiful. It's been dressed with such finesse and lightness. It looks like a beautiful, flowery rock garden. Let's start with the sole. Hang on. See, I'm intrigued. Sole, caviar, peanut. The sole and the peanut sauce and caraway seed is delicious, really, really yummy. The sole, beautifully cooked. The caviar is not necessary. I'd go as far as saying even the truffle is not necessary. Two of the most expensive ingredients on the plate are not necessary. It has got a very, very good balance, though, taking away those two very expensive ingredients. I think we had a nigh-on perfect dish. This shows an immense amount of originality. It's certainly the kind of originality that we would want from a chef at this level and at this stage of the game, that's for sure.
There is so much going on here. Heady truffle, salty, sticky ham, more peanut. There is nothing in there that isn't cooked with the best touch. I'd happily eat it all.
For main course, I'm doing fillet of beef with spinach, pumpkin puree and just a red wine jus.
For her main, she went with a fillet of beef, with a bed of spinach, cubed and pureed pumpkin, and a red wine jus.
The beef is cooked correctly, medium rare, and got a nice colour on the exterior. The sauce is the right consistency, and the spinach is cooked properly and well seasoned. It's not the kind of dish that's going to set the world on fire. However, everything on this plate is 100% bang on.
That tastes great. I like it. I like it. It's quite toned down from your normal presentation, but there's no doubting its taste. It tastes great.
Scott, What are you cooking for us?
I'm going to do seared trout on a bed of pancetta lentils with a little gnocchini of butternut squash and potato and maybe a cockle mussel sauce.
It sounds wonderful. Looking forward to seeing the finished plate.
I'll plate it up a bit different. It won't be stacked up this time.
That's right. No big stacks, please.
You look very enthusiastic, very keen, and this is what we want to see.
Right, let it crack on.
I do like the sound of Scott's dish. Scott is using the trout. It's a very delicate fish. Needs to be cooked very, very carefully. Crispy skin, slightly pink. He's going to garnish it with some gnocchi made with the butternut squash. I love the idea of that because it's lovely and sweet. And the cockles and mussels to make a little bit of sauce.
I like the sound of this. I think if he gets the balance right, this is going to be a star dish.
27-year-old head chef Scott has seared his trout with pancetta braised lentils, almonds and cockles, broccoli, butternut squash puree, and a mussel sauce.
Scott, I love the colours of your plate. The trout, the skin looks great and crispy. However, did you have to put all 4 pieces on top of each other?
No, I don't want to waste it, obviously, you know, money in it.
Trout's beautifully cooked, well seasoned. In fact, this whole dish is well seasoned. The cockles and mussels, they're lovely and juicy, delicious. The lentils work well with the trout. A little bit of bacon in there as well, smokiness, very good. For me, the almonds, just one step too far. Not necessary.
Everything here has been made with a lot of passion and a lot of care, which is what we want to see. I love the fact your gnocchi is cut in a circle. It's a clever way to do it. The almonds, I have to agree, is a bit too much.
Marcus,
Right, chef.
what are you cooking?
I'm going to do a little pigeon starter, so I'm going to take the breasts, water bath them, caramelise them up. I've stuffed the leg with a little duck and smoked bacon mousse. We'll do a little butternut squash puree, and then a little pear salsa.
There's a lot of techniques going on, but make sure you keep some time for the end. Don't get flustered when it comes to plating your food.
OK, no problem.
Marcus really wants to showcase his skills here today.
Marcus is cooking the pigeon in the water bath at low temperature. Then he wants to caramelise the supreme. Marcus has boned out the leg of the wood pigeon, and that's a fiddly job. He's used some of the duck meat to make a force meat. That's good thinking, very clever. I like the idea that he's using pears as a little salsa to go with this.
If that salsa is too sweet or too sharp, this could destroy the dish.
"24-year-old head chef Marcus has prepared pigeon breast and leg stuffed with duck mousse, butternut squash puree and charred broccoli, accompanied with a potato jus and served on a pear and almond salsa.
Pigeon, beautifully cooked, well seasoned, lovely and pink. I really do like your pear salsa. I think it works really well with game. In fact, I'm glad you went with pear instead of cherry. It's a point of difference. The butternut squash puree is so silken, magic. The potato jus, as a little side dish, as a little soup, I think it works beautifully, but not as a sauce. In fact, there's enough moisture in the salsa.
I don't think you need the puree as well as this salsa. It's wet enough, there's enough moisture in there. Don't look so disheartened here, Marcus, okay? You need to learn from this because you are a talented young chef. So, Luke, what are you making for us?
I am going to roast a pigeon on the crown, quite classically. I'm going to serve it with fondant of butternut, puree of butternut, some charred broccoli, get it really almost burnt, so it gives a little bitter note, and I'm going to offset that with a pear chutney. I want to show you something different today. I want to show you that I am classically trained, and I'm more than just a one-trick pony.
Luke is a self-confessed spice king. He was a little bit disappointed that we only gave him one chilli and no other spices. But what he is going to showcase is his classic skills. He's roasting the pigeon on the bone with lots of butter. That is music to my ears. He's serving with it a chutney that he's making and flavouring with that one chilli. I just hope he doesn't put it all in.
He's on a mission to show us something different. I'm not worried about him at all.
I've got to get stronger. I've got to get better. Otherwise, there'll be people who are ready to overtake me. And as soon as they overtake me, that's my competition over.
23-year-old chef de partie Luke has prepared roast pigeon with butternut squash, charred broccoli, pancetta, a pear chutney, and a red wine jus.
Luke, good cooking skills on the pigeon. Cooking it on the bone is not an easy thing to master. It shows great technique and skill as a chef, and I really respect that.
Can't fault that, really can't. Great cooking skills. A very good fondant, made from the butternut squash, lovely and smooth and buttery. I like the pear chutney, rather nice. It's got a lovely sweetness, acidity, and then just a little kick of chilli. You've not overdone it on the chilli. In fact, you've just, I think, measured it just right.
Just really glad that I showed you that I'm not a one-trick pony.
You most certainly have, Luke.
Thank you.
Michael, what's your dish?
Pan roast pigeon breast with a fondant potato, butternut squash puree. I've got some cherries that I'm roasted off, and I'm serving a pigeon jus with it as well.
This is a bit of a change for you, Michael, doing a savoury dish.
If I can get this one on the plate as it is in my head, I think I'll be going through to the next round with a bit of luck.
Let's hope we do it justice.
Thank you.
Michael, another chef, also using the pigeon today. He has butternut squash puree. He's using the broccoli as well. Seems very safe. I hope there's something about this dish that's going to really wow us.
28-year-old sous chef Michael has served a pan-roasted pigeon breast with fondant potato, butternut squash puree, roasted cherries with black pepper, and a tomato concasse with a pigeon jus.
One thing, the potato fondant looks incredibly huge. It looks bigger than the pigeon, which is not right.
The pigeon, wonderful and pink. However, I think it needs more seasoning. The broccoli, I think you could cook it a touch more. The puree, nicely seasoned, great texture to it. The fondant, very salty, especially when you've got the lardons as well to go with it.
Not enough sauce either. Could be a little bit more sauce on there to bring this whole dish together. I tell you what I don't like. The tomato.
I don't like that either. I don't even know why I put that on there.
The diced tomato there is like an afterthought.
It's pointless.
Brings nothing to the plate. Absolutely nothing.
Thank you.
I'm going to go with seared fillet of venison today with braised oxtail croquette. I'm going to do some sautéed girolles, a butternut squash puree and some pickled beetroot.
What standard do you think you've got to cook at to guarantee a place?
The top, the highest level I've got. You know, I know I'm competing against these guys, but, you know, as long as I cook what I know I can cook, I shouldn't have a problem.
Oxtail has great flavour, so bringing it back into the dish as a croquette and using the cooking liquid for the sauce is a great idea. My concern is, does oxtail and an oxtail sauce go with venison?
Mark seared his venison and has served it with an oxtail croquette, butternut squash puree, carrot tops, beetroot, pickled shallots, sautéed mushrooms, and an oxtail sauce.
Venison, perfectly cooked, well seasoned, love it. The croquette is delicious, absolutely delicious, and I love the crunch that you have on there.
Thank you.
The sauce has a colossal, rich, massive flavour to it from the oxtail, which is great. It just doesn't work with the venison because I'm tasting beef all over this plate and not the venison.
Have you overpowered it? It's hard to disagree. However, I'm enjoying the taste of the sauce so much, I'll forgive you. I tell you what, as an invention test, I think it's really clever and it looks beautiful.
Andy's making us venison. Venison that is going to be rolling in panko crumbs that's also seasoned with parmesan. And I like the idea that he's using parmesan as a seasoning.
He's making a sauce sweet. There's soy and honey. That with the parmesan crusted venison has got little alarm bells going off for me.
Soy, without a doubt, will stand out, and so will the honey. I just also hope that it doesn't camouflage the venison too much.
Andy's dish is a panko and parmesan crusted loin of venison with fondant potatoes, deep-fried shallots, butternut squash puree, roasted hazelnuts and toasted pumpkin seeds. It's finished with a honey, soy and venison sauce.
Andy, your plate of food looks really lovely. The venison for me is how I would like it. It's perfectly cooked for me. And it's been wonderfully cooked in the butter to make it golden and sort of caramelized on the outside. The garnish for me is delicious. The butternut squash, or the sweetness in that. The fondants are cooked just right. The sauce is very rich. There's a little bit of juniper. It's not overpowering. And I don't get any soy sauce at all.
It was just to season. It was just to try and bring it to life without using too much salt.
I think it's a delicious plate of food. Definitely a plate of food that I would eat.
Thank you.
Andy, you've got your sauce back on track. You've got your plating up to another level I've never seen before. You're cooking like I've never seen you cook so far. Your family will be proud. You are moving forward, and that's always nice to see.
Thank you.
Great job.
Thank you.
You can breathe now.
It's all right till you mention my family.
Nick, up you come, please, chef.
Nick has made crispy polenta cannelloni and manchego cheese mousse coated in a pine nut crumble. It's served with orange-infused chicory leaves, pickled radish and mushrooms, and a pumpkin and sage veloute.
Wow, I think it looks fantastic. You have got an inventive brain, I'll give you that, and a certain amount of artistry. Well done, chef.
Thank you very much.
I love the polenta with the crispiness. I think your soup packs a lot of flavour as well. It's a bit on the thick side, but I'd rather thick soup that tastes good than one that was tasteless.
What I love is the little extra bits, the salty manchego mousse, and that chicory is divine. I think that's really clever.
I think it's very creative. I've not had a dish like this before, and that's always what I'm looking for. A dish I've never had before that tastes good. Good job.
Thank you, chef.
What's your signature dish, Nessa?
So I'm doing lamb rump with truffle salted mash, butternut squash puree, buttered baby carrots and red wine and rosemary jus.
Why this dish here now?
I want to show you that I can cook, so like pull something out the bag for you.
Good go.
Nessa, lamb, I'm a big lamb fan. Good luck.
Thank you.
Nessa is serving her lamb dish with a butternut squash puree. She's got truffle puree to go in there as well. I want to see Nessa do well today. She's got a point to prove.
The lamb has to be cooked perfectly well. You want the pom puree to be nice and truffly, nice and creamy and rich. It's got to be right.
Vanessa's oven-roasted lamb rump is served with truffle salted mash, buttered carrots, curly kale, a butternut squash puree, finished with a rosemary and red wine lamb jus.
I like your presentation. I like the way you've cooked the lamb. Your mashed potato is incredibly smooth. Your sauce is wrong. It's really strong, really salty. What I'd like to see is more of the sweet things. More of the butternut squash and more of the carrot.
Lamb goes with a lamb sauce with an essence of rosemary, an essence of mint. This sauce is too big, it's too bold, and lamb should never be smothered with a sauce so strong.
I love the butternut squash puree. The mashed potato is very smooth, but there's a lot of truffle potato to eat with a very delicate meat like lamb.
I think the dish is slightly out of balance. It's sort of it's not quite right in a few areas. But, you know, good effort, Nessa, good effort. Thank you. Graham's using pork fillet as his main course. He's serving butternut squash, cold cannon and pickled red cabbage. There's also a quail Scotch egg going on the plate as well. So, wow, there's a lot going on here. And there's also going to be a beef sauce sitting with the dish as well.
The beef sauce, if it's too strong, can overpower the whole dish. So we want some solid cooking from Graham today, and just hopefully everything goes well on the plate.
What's this dish mean to you?
I wanted to try and do something different because I was trying to think outside the box, and I thought everybody's going to go with beef, people's going to go with lamb, I'll go with pork. And I know pork's it's as good as meat as any, you know, and if it's done properly.
You're a soldier first and a cook second?
Yeah.
So do you feel like you've got enough experience with what you've managed to get under your belt being in the army to be able to really compete here?
Coming on to MasterChef has given me like the kick up the backside that I maybe need to, you know, give myself a new challenge, and then you never know what could happen.
Right, look forward to it, Graham.
Good luck, mate.
Thanks, you.
Graham is serving sous vide tenderloin of pork with cold cannon potato, a quail Scotch egg, pickled red cabbage, Parma ham crisp, black pudding, and a butternut squash puree, finished with whole grain sauce.
Nice presentation, Graham. Very nice. And not as big and bulky as I thought. I really like the light touch that you have with this dish. It's very, very good. The pork, I suppose for some people, would be on the underdone side, but because you cooked it in the water bath, it sort of makes it right, and it's retained the moisture of it. That sauce is massive, and it works very well. It's not a bad plate of food, that, Graham.
Chef.
You've got some powerful, powerful hits of flavours on this. The red cabbage, I really love that, with the potatoes and the bacon. Those elements are all fantastic, but I'm losing the pork in such a powerful sauce.
What I've got a bit of an issue with is the amount of salt. We've got salt from a pancetta crisps. There's lots of salt inside your cold cannon. However, love your Scotch egg. Not a bad attempt, Graham. What is the dish, and what does it say about you and where you come from?
First of all, the dish is venison. I live in Berkshire, and obviously Berkshire's countryside. There's loads of venison around. And then I'm tying that together with pumpkin puree, doing roasted butternut squash, pumpkin seed crust on top of the venison loin. And then I'm doing, on the side, braised venison shoulder, sort of like a hot pot.
You can barely stop yourself smiling when you mention this dish.
It's just really tasty. I like the dish.
Craig, really looking forward to this. Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Craig is cooking the venison fillet in a pan. He's pan roasting it with lots of butter. I love that. He's using both the shoulder and the loin of venison. Two great cuts, two very different cooking methods.
A good hot pot when you're using the shoulder of venison is all about the braising. You want to retain moisture, you want it to be beautiful and tender, and you want a lovely rich sauce and then a lovely crunchy topping.
Craig's dish is a celebration of Berkshire venison. Fillet of venison in a pumpkin seed crust, served with venison hot pot, roasted ceps, pumpkin puree, roasted squash balls, pickled mustard seeds, finished with a venison sauce.
Good-looking plate of food there, Craig. The hot pot, the meat is being cooked wonderfully, and the potatoes perfectly confit, delicious. I think the pumpkin puree brings a bit of sweetness to your dish. The venison is nicely cooked. It's pink, it's been rested well. The vegetables have all been cooked wonderfully. It's tasty. I love that hot pot.
I like the new and the old of this dish. You've got your comfort food sitting on the side in your hot pot, and then you've got this really knockout modern plate of food sitting right next to it. The plate itself, I think, is a triumph. The way you've cooked the venison is beautiful, and what you've got on the side here with the sauce just brings the whole thing together. It's clever, it's interesting, and I love the story that sits behind it, Craig.
You have a cracking-looking dish. This plate here is full of wonderful sweet flavours and great textures. I, however, though, find your venison hot pot a little too sweet.
What are you making for us?
Making seared scallops with Sri Lankan butternut squash curry, coconut roti with curry leaves, and I'm gonna deep fry some seaweed to get a bit of texture on the dish, and some coconut sambal and the fermented chili as well.
You look really happy to be cooking this food.
Yes, yeah.
Why?
This curry my mom used to make since I was a kid, and it is my favorite curry that she used to make, so this is gonna be amazing. Hopefully you'd like it.
Is your mum an inspiration in your cooking?
She's taught me a lot about how to use spices, you know, how to use a bit of sugar, when to add acidity, so hopefully I'll do her justice.
I love the smells of the spices that are coming off Malan's table.
The concern is the cooking of the scallops. They've got to be sealed, caramelised just right. You've got a lot of big flavours with the curry and the sambal sauce, coriander oil, fermented chili. I just hope that they all work together.
Next is Malin. He has cooked seared scallops with a coconut sambal, Sri Lankan butternut squash curry, sea vegetables, pumpkin seeds, coriander oil, fermented chili, and a coconut roti.
The way you've presented it, I think, gives it elegance, and the colours are just shining out of the plate. Your scallops are really nicely cooked, but it's the flavour inside your curry that I particularly like. It's got the creaminess of coconut oil, and then you get those really lovely pumpkin seeds.
The scallops were cooked well. The curry flavour running through the pumpkin was delicious. Perfect temperature for me. The sambal I've never had before. It was delicious. It was interesting. The bread is a lovely addition. It was delicious. Well done.
Thank you.
The fermented chili, you know, it's got a bit of saltiness through it and then a bit of heat at the end. I love that. Personally, I'm going to take that. It's something I want to have at home. I love this. Absolutely love it.
Thank you so much.
That means quite a bit to you, doesn't it, Malin?
Tears in my eyes. It's been amazing to hear all this because I've been waiting for this day. That dish means so much to me. Yeah, really, really chuffed. Yeah, really good. I think I cried like a baby, so I feel better now.
So I'm doing roasted wood pigeon with pâté crouton, butternut squash puree, morels and peas.
Oh, I love pigeon. Love pigeon. Do it well.
Thank you.
Always with wood pigeon, the bird is very lean, the skin breaks very easily. He needs to be very careful when he's cooking it that it doesn't dry out.
Freddie's also paid a lot of attention to his butternut squash garnish. He's turned some and they look wonderful.
Freddie has also got a pâté crouton. So he's got a little breaded crouton, which he's going to fry, and then he's got some minced livers, and he's going to be spreading that on top of the crouton. A little classical element going with this dish, and I really like the fact he's using the liver of the pigeon to add back into the dish. It'll bring great flavour.
Freddie's served his honey-roasted pigeon with spinach, roasted and pureed butternut squash, pâté crouton, peas, morels, deep-fried shallot rings, and a red wine sauce.
Your red wine sauce with the shallots, really like that. Works so well with the pigeon. Pigeon is cooked nicely. Do you have shares in spinach we don't know about? Because there's more spinach here than pigeon, Freddie.
You've got a sweet puree, which I think is lovely with that gamey pigeon. I particularly love the liver that you've got on that pâté. I think that is fantastic. Quite frankly, I'm a happy boy.
Well executed, well thought out ideas, and it's a lovely balanced dish, Freddie. For you, one of the younger chefs in the competition, it's good to see attention to detail and attention to presentation.
What are you doing then, Andrew?
So I'm going to do green curry.
Yeah.
Green curry, really aromatic, fresh curry paste, and just serving it with some courgettes and mushrooms and butternut squash is going to be the sort of main element of it.
Of course, your wife is from Thailand.
Yep.
And the last time you cooked a Thai dish, we went crazy.
Yeah, if it's anything like hers, then it will blow your mind.
It's going to be all about the Thai green paste. This is a dish that's going to need to pack a lot of flavour. I'm going to be focusing on individual cookery, whether it's got bite, whether it's going to be soft. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm curious how he's going to present his dish. Is it just a bowl, or is he going to refine his Thai green curry like he did his last Thai dish, yet deliver those beautiful flavours?
Andrew has cooked yellow courgette, butternut squash, wild mushrooms, and cashew nuts on soba noodles in a Thai green curry sauce.
Andrew, I love the colour of your Thai green curry. I don't think I've seen a Thai green curry this fluorescent green.
Thai green curry sauce is delicious. The noodles, they've got the right texture, you cook them well. And you cook your vegetables well. It hits the right notes in the Thai flavours. It's not cutting edge, but it is tasty.
The flavours of it are wonderful. And I'm so impressed with how you made the actual paste and the curry itself. But I find the vegetables, because they've been cooked separately, have not soaked the curry up. Part of the indulgent eating of a Thai green curry are all those beautiful vegetables soaked and cooked in it.
There's a back note of galangal, and of course you've got lemongrass in there, so that citrus and that ginger flavour are coming through. The courgette I particularly like because it gives a little bit of bitterness, like a pea aubergine. But it remains a homely-looking dish. But you have cooked it well, and your flavours are good because they're flavours you know.